Marsen's domain.
Hey everyone, Marsen here, and before I even begin this video, depending on what the title is or whatever, people are probably going to be saying that this is clickbait or whatever. I want to start this off right off the bat by saying, I have no intentions of quitting Smash Bros. Right now. So if you came here to think that this was clickbait, saying right off the bat, I do not plan to quit Smash Bros. Right now. However, I will say that with Smash Bros. Ultimate, it is arguably one of the most balanced Smash Bros. Games that I've ever played. Now, with that statement, that does not mean that it is perfectly balanced. And that is something that is impossible to do. You cannot balance a game perfectly when there are this many characters. It's impossible. Look at League of Legends, look at any game that involves different characters with different movesets. It's impossible to perfectly balance that. If you wanted a game to be perfectly balanced, then it would be pretty bland because they'd have to be really careful with movesets and attributes and stuff like that. So with this game, King K. Rool really does have a good chunk of matchups where he really struggles in. There is no denying that. I really don't care what anyone says about that because I've still had people saying that K. Rool is OP. Great. Cool. You can think that all you want. I play him all the time, he isn't. If you don't play carefully, yes, K. Rool can absolutely annihilate you. But that's just it. If someone knows how to play Smash Bros. And play very well and knows that they need to be careful against a punish-heavy character, then K. Rool's gonna get destroyed, depending on the matchup. There are certain characters in this game where if they know how to fight K. Rool and they know what to do, it is near impossible to get in. And I want to really reiterate, near impossible. I know that essentially any character can beat any other character, but there comes a point to where it does feel near impossible if the opponent knows what to do. An example being Ness. Ness is so hard to fight as K. Rool. Side B alone is so hard to deal with as K. Rool. It's annoying to deal with in general, but as K. Rool, you're pretty much stuck in it. If you get hit by one, you're stuck, and he's so slow that it's hard to avoid it in the first place. He doesn't have any safe aerials, so you can't really just be constantly jumping over it because Ness is going to punish you for doing that. So it's very difficult. And then recovering, he can just keep up-being you, so I want to save all that stuff for another video, but I just want to give a taste of K. Rool has matchups where it's very difficult and it's very frustrating. And the reason why I'm bringing all of this up is because I am willing to deal with it. I am willing to deal with it right now because I want to play as King K. Rool. Tons of people are like, oh, you could switch characters, blah, blah. I just don't want to. I was starting to do that at a certain point when I realized K. Rool couldn't handle every matchup. I was playing Bowser, I was playing Wolf, but I just don't want to. I've always been the type of person that I just kind of pick a character and I main them. And to get King K. Rool in Smash Bros, that's so huge. Of course I want to play him. And that's what I'm going to do. However, if they choose to nerf him, because I don't really feel the last nerf was really a nerf, the only thing that has changed that does kind of suck is, not to make a pun, but is the suck, how you can't hold it as long as you used to be able to. But the propeller nerf, I've noticed that now, honestly, I have an easier time not saving people when I go to recover, and the down throw thing, I've talked in depth about that. That's not really a nerf if you look into it. It's just different. But if they decide in a patch to actually nerf K. Rool again, I am going to take at least a month or two off of the game, if not indefinitely quit. Because at that point, there is just so many other things I can be doing, I just don't want to deal with it. Mario Maker 2 is coming out, I'm going to be streaming that a ton. Animal Crossing is going to be coming out. You all know how obsessed I am with Animal Crossing. So the way I see it is, why keep bothering if Nintendo just doesn't care? If they really just think, well, K. Rool's annoying for people to fight, let's just keep nerfing him, then you know what, good for you guys. But I don't have to play your game. And I know I'll get comments saying, oh, you're just being a baby or whatever. No, I'm just being logical about it. I'm not even salty about it, to be honest. If they want to nerf him again because he's annoying for some people to fight, good for them. Good for them. Keep your casual audience. It's where you make the most money. Great. But I have the choice to not play your game. They already got my 60 bucks. They already got my 25 Fighters Pass bucks. They got all my money. So if they want to nerf him, cool. But it would be a huge shame if they really do that. Because I have a strong feeling that there are a ton of people on Elite Smash that still struggle against K. Rool. Sometimes I fight people and I can 100% tell that they just have no idea how K. Rool works. And I just obliterate them. And I feel like Nintendo just looks at those stats and goes, well, he's still obliterating people. People are getting mad. Let's nerf him. So, that's my stance. As long as they don't nerf him, I'm going to keep fighting. And I'm going to keep trying to push this character as far as he can go. But if they nerf him, I'm going to have a lot less interest in trying to push this character that's already not that good even further. So to sum it up, I don't plan on quitting, but if they decide to nerf him, I will take at least a month or two off, if not just be done with Smash. So that's all I have to say about this. Let me know in the comment section down below how you feel about all this. Are you annoyed with how K. Rool is? Do you wish they'd handle buffs and nerfs differently? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this and want to support my content, feel free to subscribe. And until next time, I'll see y'all later. Take care, everyone.